Hello, welcome to the Maker's Notebook podcast number 69. I'm Tracy.
And I'm Stacy.
And we're a podcast about knitting, crocheting, all things crafty.
Yeah.
So, we've been gone for a minute, but we're back. We're trying to come to you when we have more FOs.
Yeah.
Which is kind of challenging sometimes because fall season, I don't know about you guys, but fall season for me is
Busy. Yeah.
With kids' activities.
Plus, you have the extra caveat that your daughter, they're college shopping.
Yeah. So
their weekends are taken up.
Our weekends are taken up, and between games and that, oh my gosh, this past weekend, we had to change over our driver's license, then we had to go to a college tour, and then we had to hightail it to a game.
Yeah.
So that's been the schedule. It's been crazy. So.
Yeah. So it's a gloomy, cooler day here in Charlotte. We are wearing knits, but and we'll talk about it later. But as soon as I walked into the house, I was like, Tracy, I think we need to talk about our knitwear and how we can't wear a lot of it. And we'll talk about that in a minute. But I just want to mention, and I never mention it, that all our show notes and links and everything is on the bottom. And, if you can't understand us, you can always add closed caption. YouTube usually offers a little functionality on your screen there to put on closed caption, or you can even slow us down because we are from Trinidad and Tobago, so we are fast talkers. And then with our accents, it may be hard to understand. So,
And I know I tend to mumble sometimes. I'm working on it. I'm trying to enunciate.
I am trying to slow down as well.
Yes.
But sometimes you get all excited and blah, 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 start talking
Rambling.
Really fast. Yeah. So there's that. Yeah. So we're trying to come to you when we have FOs, and
let us know if you like that format or if you like to see us talk about our whips too.
Yeah.
Or what we plan to make.
I was watching Stephanie, and she was saying that she doesn't really talk about what she plans to make. And I agree with her on that. And I was thinking about it. And then when I was watching her, I was like, she said exactly what I was thinking. Because in the past, we would always show some things we would like to knit. And then we just, I know for me, Tracy's really good. She gets hers casted on and finished. Even projects we have going on with a friend of ours, Katiusca at Between These Stitches on Instagram. We always say, the three of us, we want to knit something together, and Katiusca starts it, Tracy finishes it, and I never get to it. So I was thinking, prior to Stephanie making her statements, I was thinking, I'm just really not going to talk too much about what I want to make because
you never get to it.
Sometimes you do, sometimes I don't get to it. And even though it's still on my queue, I don't get to it. Or sometimes I don't make gauge.
Yes, and that holds you up. And then for me, I get frustrated and I cast it aside.
And then it doesn't make sense to cast it on at that point in time. Yeah. So I always, do you have that problem where you plan to cast on something, you do the swatch, and then it's just not a marriage? The yarn and the pattern. Yeah. And so now you just got to reevaluate the whole thing. And then it just goes to the bottom of the queue.
Yep.
So,
yep. I have that problem. Yeah.
So when Stephanie said that, I was like, yes, this is exactly what I was thinking. So great minds think alike.
Yes, Stephanie. Yes.
Not to say I have a great mind, but
come on. Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
So Stephanie's pretty brilliant.
Oh, yeah.
So. Anyway,
colorist.
She is.
Color theory, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah,
her colors are amazing.
I know. Every time I see her projects, I'm like, I would have never thought of those colors.
Right?
She's really good.
I'm not good at it.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Anyway.
So what else is going on?
Not much other than
college shopping. Getting ready for the holidays, right?
Ready, yeah. And then also it's just getting into basketball season. So there's that. And then getting ready, like you said, getting ready for the holidays. So
are you guys ready?
No. Find myself just running nonstop.
Yeah.
And it's like, I want to go camping,
Mm-hmm.
I do, but it's kind of hard trying to find the time to go because of cheer season.
Yeah.
So, and then it's like, do we winterize the RV, and then we gotta de-winterize it to use it to then winterize it again, and it's just so much work.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So trying to figure this all out. What about you?
Yeah. Nothing much. Just, yeah. Getting ready for the holidays.
Oh my gosh. I know. We're like,
I'm just dreading the whole shopping thing.
Yes.
Can we have a Christmas with no gifts?
Yeah, that's what I say. That's what we were saying at dinner last night. We're like, how about we just have an experience?
The
Christmas?
kids wouldn't have.
Oh my gosh, they balked at us.
My son too. He's like, what?
And it's not like they're looking for big gifts.
Yeah, he doesn't want any.
They just want something.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, let's put it towards an experience instead.
Well, this is so we may get to go to Japan again. And so.
I know I got my list.
I know Tracy has her list. And so I told my son, I'm like, hey, once we confirm that we are going to Japan, how about that be our Christmas gift? Like, that's perfect, right?
Yes.
The ticket, just the whole, just go and have a good time.
Yeah.
What? I'm like, good grief.
I know. It's like, I'm
like, what do you really want? He wants nothing.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what do you want?
Yeah.
He's like, oh. Anyway, they don't need or want anything.
They don't need stuff. And my youngest, she keeps her room such a hot mess. Yeah. And I told them I'm not buying her stuff until she learns to keep her room clean.
Clean up her room.
Guess what she was doing last night? Making a 15-page presentation on the gifts she wants. Oh. And I was like, no, we don't. No. No, my husband shut it down.
Clean their room up.
But he cleaned their room up, but he said, you don't need all that stuff.
No.
He goes, that's just stuff. And, he said,
no, let's go have an experience.
Yeah. He goes, that's stuff to end up in a pile to
go to Goodwill or
to landfill.
Yeah.
He said, no. He said, we don't live like that.
At some point, it's just too much stuff.
It is. It is. It is.
And it's like,
then what?
Yeah.
I look around sometimes and it's like, man, to move, it's a pain to pack all of this up or get rid of it.
The same could be said for our knitting. But,
well, you see, what had happened was that.
So I was telling Tracy, I'm like, I was trying on various tops to wear, and the newly knitted stuff I have, like the other coloring book tee I made, the last one, and then the light, what is it called? White Mountains light that I made, which is in that reddish color. I don't know if you remember.
Oh yeah, we showed it the last podcast.
Yeah, so I go to put all those on. Itchy, and it's kind of cool outside, and I think there are pieces to be layered, but I'm not sure if they will look that great layered.
But then even if you layer it, you're going to get hot when you're inside.
And then you're going to
be outside, right?
Yeah.
Because I struggle with that too. And that's why over the summer, I would not wear any knits because it's too itchy. And even right now, I'm sitting here.
So what is this yarn?
This is linen quill.
And which pattern is this?
This is the coloring book tee.
Okay.
And when I felt it with my hands, it feels
nice. Good. Yeah.
It feels really nice. But then when you put it against your neck, or right here, or in my arms, it's like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And I love my knits. I want to wear them.
Yeah.
So it's like,
but it's too itchy.
I have to find you, and this yarn is such a good price point.
And it has linen in it, so you would think it would not be that itchy. It has wool in it
too, and alpaca.
But alpaca is supposed to be that itchy.
So I'm assuming it's the wool. Because I feel like this is a good price point yarn too.
I love the price point.
So it's to get something that's more comfortable, that has a nice drape look to it, or whatever the designer used, because that's what attracted you to that sweater. Mm-hmm. If you substitute it with something else, it may not look the same.
Yeah. Well, this is where you got to experiment. Yeah. But what colors did you use? Okay, what size did you make?
I made a size small, or is it extra small? I forgot to look at that one. But this color is rose granite.
I love that color.
And then the contrasting color is oatmeal gray.
Oh, that's
nice. I knit, obviously, long sleeves, right? Because I like long sleeves. And the cuff was 1.5 inches. And what I loved about this is that there's no ribbon around the neck.
Yeah, I like that.
Like the rolled look. I like that look. Mm-hmm. And I knit the body to 10.25 inches. Mm-hmm. And it came out perfect. It fits me perfect.
It's just a little itchy.
It's a little itchy, and you know, I have on a tank underneath it to help with the itchiness, but it's like the arms and the neck is just.
It's almost like you wish this whole like a bodysuit to wear under your knits. You know, like something like, because you don't want it to be like a shirt that everybody could see. You just want it to be seamless inside of. Yeah, but and even if you wear something, because I mean I have some fitted tops that I can wear underneath it, but A, I'll be hot, but B, the neckline comes down lower, so right here will be itchy. Yeah.
So unless I find something with a round neck too.
So yeah, we got to think of some alternative yarns, maybe with some cotton content. That would be more.
Yeah, I mean.
But you know what? I'm wearing coloring book tee as well. It must be the coloring book tee episode. And because the other one I made, because I put it on and it was feeling itchy, I decided to put on this one, and this is made with Woolfolk. Is it Loved? The fingering weight version?
I don't remember.
I'll flash it here.
Okay.
And I knit the small. And you know, coloring book tee is by Amy Sher. If you're new here, if you're not, then you know this is Amy Sher's pattern and well written.
Yes,
and
very well written.
I made mine short sleeves because, I haven't knit long sleeves in so long.
She's a short sleeve gal. I'm a long sleeve.
But my next project you'll see is long sleeves, and I was like, wow, I haven't knit sleeves in a long time. Boy, this is taking a long time. But anyway, this is like the perfect sweater. I would say this is probably one of my most worn knits because this wool, it's good
next to skin.
It's good next to skin. It's very nice. I should buy more Woolfolk and make stuff with it.
Well, you found something that feels good against your skin, so you can keep buying it and using it. I still have to find that. Because I have a ton of sweaters.
But Woolfolk is not, it's a little pricey.
It is pricey.
Yeah.
I have a bunch of sweaters in my closet that I've knitted over the years, and I love them.
Me too.
For the exception of my of the Queensland Savannah yarn. That one is a great yarn. But it's like everything else,
itchy.
Itchy.
So maybe what we have to do is make things like with the itchier yarns, maybe make cardigans.
Right.
Because that way you definitely going to layer it, right?
Right.
And then for like pullovers, maybe just try to look for something with some cotton or like Woolfolk, you know, where it's more of a softer
against the skin. Yeah.
I know Miss Babs, her yarns, but they're superwash, so maybe that's the thing.
It could be.
The superwash might be a little bit more
nice against the skin because I do have a sweater by her. Now that I come to think of it, I have a sweater that I made. Was it Ohika? I believe.
And you could wear it next to skin.
And I could wear that next to skin. And I used Miss Babs. What's the big DK weight?
Yeah, the Wowzer.
Wowzer. I used that, and that feels nice against this next to skin. So you're telling me that's all I can use?
So
not a bad thing, but
so for me, all my Miss Babs sweaters I can probably wear. The reason why I did not wear it today is because they're all like DK heavier weight for this weather,
and it's going to be 68 today, and that's kind of warm still.
Yeah. So I couldn't wear it, but as I'm talking, I'm getting an idea. I should get some Miss Babs fingering weight and make another coloring book tee. Right?
Okay. That's not a bad idea. I definitely want to get some more yowzers to make some more sweaters.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to stop knitting. That's not happening.
No, we just got to find the thing that will. So then I started thinking, I'm like, there should be a website where we can sell our knits. Right?
Would somebody want that? Well, yours look good. I don't know.
Yours too?
It's like, would you want my knits?
Well, Trace, geez. So anyway,
I like them. Like I made this one. Was it by Amy Sher? I forgot the name of the sweater. I have to look it up. I'll have Stacy flash it here. And I wore it at Christmas. What was it called? And it was the balloon sleeves, the green.
Oh one. Yes. I'm going to cast that on. Actually, I'm trying to cast that one on.
I love that sweater.
Anne's puffed sleeves.
Yes.
By Amy Sher.
Yes. That's
a beautiful sweater.
Love that sweater. I just don't like itch factor.
It's Goodwill, right?
Yes. And I'm making a sweater that's using Goodwill right now. And I haven't worked on it in 2 weeks because every time I knit it, I'm like, this is going to be itchy. I may not be wearing this. Should I even be making this?
Yeah.
It's like, should I get a different yarn for this? And I put it aside for now until I make a decision.
Yeah. I think the decision is if you know you can't see yourself layering it, then you should definitely go for something that's going to be more comfortable next to skin.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's be real.
Okay.
I think we answered our own question.
Yeah, seriously.
Hey, anyway.
But that's what I'm wearing today.
Yeah, that's what we're both wearing. I didn't do the contrast color on mine. It's just straight, and I'll post pictures of us posing with these things so you can get a better idea, feel, see, view of it. Well, okay, so
that's what's going on.
Let's go into scratch it. Finished objects.
I don't really have one today, y'all.
Yeah, should be short episode.
Yeah. You want to go first?
You go. You have yours out.
A hat. So, I don't know if you guys remember the last podcast, and I have my notes here, so I apologize if I keep looking down because I have too much up here to remember. The yarn. This is the hat is called Deep Winter Hat by Wool and Pine, and it's the yarn is Coyote Run Fiberworks. Yes, please. The yarn is Coyote Run Fiberworks. The color is Battle Alley, and this is a DK weight yarn. I'm sorry. The color is gray. The yarn by Coyote Run is called Battle Alley, and this is a DK weight yarn. And it's a 3-ply DK with 70% targy and 30% gray crossbody breed. So I believe that this yarn was locally sourced when I got it from the fiber shed in Boyne City in Michigan. And she sells mainly stuff in the local area from local farmers that have spin their own yarn. So that's where that came from. In her mind, she said there's so many yarn shops out there that sell the common stuff. She likes to sell the uncommon stuff.
Right. And
I fell in love with the hat when I saw it.
Mm-hmm.
The yarn feels amazing. I knit a size large, and I use a size 5 needle for the brim, and then a size 8 for the body. And obviously, you can see there's a lot of texture in there with the cables and then the pearls in there. And then this hat comes in 5 different sizes, from baby to adult, large adult. And again, I went with the large adult. I measured my head, and I'm like, I'm a large? I would not have guessed that, because when I put it on, I didn't do a swatch either. But when I put it on, it feels a little big, but I
like it to be bigger, only because it doesn't squeeze my hair down.
Correct. Well, this right now, I washed it today, so
you wouldn't want to put it on curly hair. Well, you can. It's just that it might, if it's too tight, you'll have
mash it down.
Yeah.
And I was afraid to put it on just now because
she just did her hair, so she doesn't.
I don't want to have hat hair or crease in there.
Maybe we can
I'll take a picture of it and show you.
Yeah.
But the larger it is, I guess it'll be better as my hair starts to the curls dry, get dry fully. It looks more bouncy and fuller.
Yeah.
So I don't want that to crush it. This hat is worked in the round, starting at the brim, doing a twisted 1x1 rib, and then the body is worked following the cable pattern, which they give you. They also have written instructions, and there's different ways you can wear the hat. Obviously, you can fold the brim, or you can just leave it like that for a slouchy look. And I put a palm on there because why not?
Oh, yeah. And then what kind of palm? Is it a clip-on palm?
No, it's a tie-on.
What's a tie-on?
Which I like that because this is so thick versus those skinny thread ones, which is hard to see. I like that one, or the snap one from Susan B. Anderson.
The snap, yeah, because then you can wash it, take it off.
Correct. This one, it'll be easier to take off versus the skinny threads to untie.
Yeah.
This one will be easier to take off, and the snap ones, to me, is the best.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was a fun project. I love cable hats.
Yeah.
I am trying to talk myself into doing a cable sweater because that seems like that's the rave this fall.
I want to do that library is it a book club party by Sari Nordland?
Uh-huh.
I will correct it if it's not the right
Yeah,
name.
okay.
But it's called Book Club, and it
Yeah.
had me at book club. That's number one. But yeah, I want to knit that cardigan.
Yes, it seems like that's the rave this fall. All these.
Could you imagine wearing that cardigan with? So there's a store called Cezanne, and I watch a lot of influencers with fashion because I'm trying to. Because we don't go work really, so we're out of the fashion thing. So I have to look at influencers.
Yeah, seriously.
And so I learned about Cezanne, and it popped up on my Instagram feed, have a book club T-shirt.
Ooh.
I was like, how cute is that? And then you can wear it with that book club cardigan.
Yes. Yes.
Wouldn't that be so adorable?
Yes, yes.
Anyway.
It seems like everybody's has some type of cable cardigan or sweater.
I want a cable cardigan.
Yeah.
I think that would be fun.
I think, yeah, that would be cute.
Yeah.
Didn't you do one before by Hohi? Was it cabled?
I did it.
Itchy?
Yeah, you could barely see it because it's that yarn, and I'll flash the name of it, which I don't like.
I bought that yarn and I have yet to use it. I bought it several years ago because it's so itchy. I'm so mad at myself. I'm like, why did I buy that?
Yeah, we need to stop buying itchy yarn. But anyway.
Anyway, some people it doesn't bother them, and I'm jealous of you. I am
very
jealous.
lucky, very fortunate. People.
Yes, I'm so jealous of you.
Yeah.
So, but that's what I have. What do you have?
Well, I have the daily pullover. It's not blocked, but I'm going to try to insert a video as I talk of the blocked version, me modeling it. But this is the unblocked version. It's the daily pullover by Paula Pereira. I'm going to be looking at my notes. And it looks small.
Yeah, it does.
But
blocking makes it.
But I think the blocking is going to help fix everything. I knit the size, second size, which is 37¼ inch bust finished. And it's supposed to fit the actual bust circumference of anyone from 31 to 35 inches. So it's supposed to have like 2 to 6 inches of ease. There's a size range that go from 34 inches all the way to 65¼ inches finished bust. So it has a good size range, I think. I did the provisional cast on at the neckline, and then you do some short rows, and then you join right before the peak of this V, the V here. You join like somewhere around here, and then you start knitting in the round. And then I knit this longer than what the pattern called for. I knit the body to 12 inches. I think the pattern says like 10¼ inches total with the ribbing, but I think I knit the whole thing 12 inches. Anyway,
it's really nice. I
think 13 inches actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's your sweet spot, right?
Yeah. I think that fits better. The sleeves, I did also knit longer to 18.5 inches with the ribbing, the cuff. I think she says the length is 17¼ so I did mine a little bit longer. And I was trying to remember because I haven't knit sleeves in a long time, so I had to go to like one of my old long sleeve patterns to get an idea of what works. Mm-hmm. So anyway, that's what I did. I used the US 4 needles for the main portion, and then the US 3s for the ribbing. Mm-hmm. I did a tubular bind off, which is pretty easy, and I memorized it.
Yeah.
So, and it's nice and stretchy. Yeah. And this yarn here is linen quill.
Is it? It feels so nice.
No, but
it's itchy though.
It's going to be itchy.
The color is phenomenal. I'm looking at it and it's really nice, but then it's like, it's going to be itchy.
It's going to be itchy. Linen quill, and this is the kettle black color. I used 2 skeins of yarn, and a little tiny, like I got to like right here. Oh. And so I had to go into another skein just to knit the rest of it. So
I hate when that happens.
Yeah. But 2 inches, for the ribbing on everywhere. So for the neckline here, the bottom portion, and then it needs to be blocked. And I think it'll fall out better.
Yeah.
But I was reading some notes from people on Ravelry, and they're short rows for the back of it, bottom, and then on the top. And people were saying that to omit the ones on the bottom, which I did. I didn't do the short rows there. I did do the short rows up here, but do you see how this neck is like bubbling? I know it has to block out, but I could see how it might be a problem because people are saying that those short rows there make the neckline, it makes it bubble a little bit.
Yeah.
So some people were saying when they do knit it again, they will just not do short rows for the, up here. So I met gauge. In the flat, it was 24 stitches, and in the round, it was 25 stitches. The pattern called for 24 stitches, so I just went with the 4 needle because it's a good thing I did because it would have been smaller. It would have been too thing. So I gauge swatch and I couldn't see because it was black. So what I ended up doing was taking some light color linen quill that I had, and I just did another gauge swatch on that.
You can count it.
So I can see to count it. So if that's a problem with black yarn and say you have a sister yarn and another color of the same yarn, just swatch with the lighter color just to get an idea.
Right.
I did pick up extra 4 stitches at the armpit to close in the gaps, and I just decreased on the first and third rounds and then just carry on in pattern for the rest of the way. The sleeves does have some decreases. I had reached out to Tracy to say, hey, should I balloon sleeve this? And she looked at the pattern and she says, well, the style of the sweater would look better with the straight, the decreased sleeves.
I think so, yeah. Versus if it was like a high neck or turtleneck or closed up neck, because this is a V-neck. The taper sleeves look better.
Yeah, yeah. And so, 2 skeins. The linen quill has 439 yards per skein. So, yeah, I'm trying to remember if I used the swatch. I guess I could have just went into my swatch and used that, my first swatch, instead of busting into my... And then I would have just definitely had gotten away with 2 skeins. But I have so much black linen quill. Like, I bought 3 skeins for this project. So I have more. So... It's fine.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll make another. There's a shawl I have in mind that maybe, and it's a special shawl because we're not making shawls that much anymore.
I would love to, but no.
Yeah, but this is a special and a very interesting one I want to make. So I think maybe I can use some linen quill that I have instead of making more garments. Maybe I can use it to make.
It feels nice though. I will admit it feels nice until you put it against your skin. But I will say I'm a sucker for a raglan with a V-neck. I love that look.
But this look I can wear with a shirt inside, and I think it'll be fine. So that's why I'm not too worried about the itch factor on this.
Yeah.
But I mean, I wouldn't mind. This is like an easy, simple project. You just knit.
Yeah.
So, the picking up, you do pick up stitches.
Where?
So while it's held on provisional cast on, then the back part is held on provisional cast on. And then when you keep knitting down the V and all that, when you finish, you have to come back here and pick up to do the, the ribbing, the V-neck ribbing. But yeah, I'm going to see if I can block this out. I don't know. See how it's folding into itself?
Yeah.
So I don't know. But
that's nice though. It's very nice.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. So I wouldn't mind making another. Yeah.
So that linen quill, it's linen quill, never mind. But say, what weight?
Yeah, it's fingering weight. So you can use any fingering weight if you have like 2 or 3 skeins. You can, depending on your size, of course. 3 skeins, I think, should get you there, right? Like for most people.
Yeah. So, well, that's all I have.
That's I do want to. Okay, so we could go into works in progress. Do you have anything?
I haven't changed. I do, but I didn't bring it up with me.
Okay, that's fine. So I started. I started the first. Tannis Fiber Arts. I was inspired by Stephanie at Edible Thoughts Makes, and she knitted the Jethro by Tannis Lavelli, and she inspired me with this color palette And so it's linen quill held double. And I'm thinking for the main color of the cardigan. So if you haven't seen the Jethro, I mean, that's kind of what it looks like there. And so the main color she has is like it looks cream there, right? The lighter color. So I'm thinking of using black. Yeah, going up, for the thing. So I don't know. What do you think?
I'm not sold on it.
No?
No.
See.
Stephanie says yes.
Stephanie says yes.
Okay, well then listen to Stephanie. She knows what she's talking about. I don't. So go with Stephanie.
I had to get a asking out there. So anyway, so I'm going to work on this next. Now that I finished that, actually I'm doing a test knit, so I need to get going on that, and I'll work on this in tandem.
I want to make a sweater where it has those granny squares in the front, and then the back is just knit and the sleeves are knit.
Tannis.
That's
her sweater.
Okay.
Yeah, she has one that's a pullover.
That's what I'm looking for.
And it's just knitting in the front. I mean, crochet in the front, squares in the front. I'll post a picture here. And then everything else is knit.
That's what I'm looking for. Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I want. And I just got to find the yarn to do it.
Yeah. I'm not sure what yarn it calls for. Maybe DK.
Yeah, I got to look it up.
Yeah.
I'll look it up. But
yeah.
Maybe that'll be my project for the new year. Just start like pulling the yarn now. And that'll be my project for the new year.
Yeah. So. Are you doing any gift knits?
No. I'm working on a sweater for my daughter.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I'll finish it in time. Yeah. But I don't think she's even realized that I've been working on it for her.
Yeah, yeah.
So maybe because it's, I'm still like at the beginning of it working on the backside top.
Yeah.
So it's not much she's seeing. So.
Yeah, yeah.
Plus she's been so preoccupied. She took the SATs on Saturday. So
let's go.
So she's been so stressed. I know. She's been so stressed. She came in from taking the SATs, and then she got a letter from National Honor Society. And my husband goes, "Hey, I think this might be your letter you've been looking for." So she comes down, she saunters down, and she looks at it. She opens it, and she goes, "Oh, I got in." No excitement, nothing. I'm like, what?
Too tired to be excited.
She's too tired, but she's very much wants her SAT scores yesterday.
Oh, she's probably stressed about that.
So, anyway.
Well, yeah.
Fun times.
Fun times for sure.
But I
remember those days.
Yes. But I would like to do that sweater in the beginning of the year. Yeah. If I could start sourcing the yarn now, I'm pretty sure I have stuff in stash.
Yeah.
That could do the colors.
Yeah.
And then maybe do a cream sweater, the other colors. I don't know. Or maybe do black like Stephanie suggested.
That'd be nice.
Make it pop.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah.
I plan to do a gnome as one gift knit.
Ooh.
That's it. We do plan to do Sarah Shira has a knit along in December. So we are doing that. So that should be fun. We ordered the kit.
Yes.
So that should come sometime this month in time
for
this.
Okay.
Yeah, it starts in December.
I remember you sent me something and
it's going to be cute, guys. It's going to have glasses.
I know. That's what sold me on it. The glasses.
It's going to have, the gnome is going to be wearing little glasses.
I know. It's so super cute. Super cute. At first I was going to give it to my youngest, but I said, no, she can have one of my other gnomes. One is for me because of the glasses.
The glasses. Yeah. So anyway, you can source. I think they say you can source it on Etsy or, there's other places. Yeah, you can source it from other places.
Yeah. But who wants to go hunt that down?
Yeah, I think she might have some links now that the pattern released.
Okay.
Did you get the pattern? It's 50% off. Go get it. Hurry up.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Is that what you sent me then?
Yeah.
Oh, and I saw it, but I
don't send you things just for GP.
Why not?
Because I know people are busy, so I only try to send things that's,
I am, and it's just like I saw it, and I was just, I think, when did you send it, on Friday?
I don't know, but
I remember you sending something, and I was in the middle of doing something, and I was like, I have to get back to that.
No, generally, I try not to inundate people's boxes with things unless I feel like it's profound, then I will.
Yes,
it's very important.
She'll send me things politically, which I totally appreciate, right? So I just take my time and I get to it because the more information, the better, right? And with health things, with stuff on Instagram, some stuff, funny stuff. It's just like, it's appreciated.
Yeah. No, but you try not to be, because if it's like my husband sends me a lot of things, and it's not like I don't appreciate. I really appreciate him thinking of sending me these things. The problem is I don't have enough time to look at. If it's too many, right? It's a lot.
And it's appreciated, but it's just a lot.
But he ends up telling me anyway, so he's like, "Oh, that thing I sent you? Okay, I'll just tell you."
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's funny. Oh, well.
Anyway.
Well, that's all I have.
So, yeah, we'll come to you again, hopefully before, maybe after Thanksgiving?
Either one.
We'll see what we have. If we have something to show you guys, we'll pop on.
Yeah.
If not, we're not gonna. Yeah.
I'm gonna try to knit faster, y'all. I'm trying to knit faster. Trying. So hard when you gotta help people write essays.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing.
Yeah. And leave any comments or suggestions. We appreciate it all.
Go vote.
Yes, please.
And I hope you guys are enjoying your fall weather time. It's our favorite time of year for a lot of us knitters.
Yes, you get to wear our knits.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love Thanksgiving. I don't know, because it's maybe it kicks off the holidays, in my opinion.
And there's no gifts tied to it. It's just, let's be grateful.
Yes. Now let's eat some good food.
And let's eat and be merry.
Yes. So. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. So anyway. Well, until next time.
Until next time, guys. Bye.